Mr. Krabs is dead, and SpongeBob brought him back to life with chum. But then Mr. Krabs showed up, and it all started because of a date. Here's what happened. Mr. Krabs had made plans with Mrs. Puff for a date that night, so he decided to take off his shell and steam in the sauna to clean himself up. When SpongeBob walked into the room, he only saw what looked like a dead Mr. Krabs. To fulfill Mr. Krabs' wish, SpongeBob and Patrick went to the chum bucket, where they bought a huge bucket of chum. They poured all the chum into Mr. Krabs' empty shell, and somehow they managed to bring him back to life. By the time Mr. Krabs finished his sauna, he realized his shell was gone. That evening, to fake Mr. Krabs successfully started his date with Mrs. Puff. But when the real Mr. Krabs showed up, he found that Mrs. Puff was nowhere to be found. He rushed to the restaurant where they were supposed to meet, only to find Mrs. Puff having dinner with someone else. He immediately tried to stop it, but SpongeBob and Patrick thought he was causing trouble. The misunderstanding was only cleared up when Squidward showed up. At this point, Mrs. Puff came out with the fake Mr. Krabs, and the two Krabs started fighting. In the end, the fake Mr. Krabs lost because he didn't have a shell to support him. The date finally resumed,